Hey guys, today we will be on our /techgore. First one.
Rate my PC setup.
Is that it's a pizza box laptop. What is running this? This little board. Well, I guess it works.
Tried running 3 tabs of Chrome at once.
Funny, but Chrome can't do this. It's probably a lithium-ion battery failure. Pretty good joke though.
High quality keyboard.
What did you do? Maybe like over the leg like this.
Well, that works, I guess.
Ooh, sure. Sure.
Actually shaking and crying right now.
What? That's crazy. 11.5 exabytes is 1 billion gigabytes, or about 90 million phones or 2.3 billion movies. Insane.
Water doesn't break it as long as it dries before I turn it on, right?
I don't think that's how it works. How did your mouse even end up in the sink in the first place?
Will this screw hold the processor better?
That's not good for your CPU at all. It seems to be an older processor though. Maybe around 2021. Some Intel 12th gen or maybe 13 or 14 gens. Not sure, but it has a more vertical socket, so it's not a super new one, so at least it's probably a joke. Well, of course it is. No one would do that.
Oh, nice files from the future.
These files are from the future. What's happening here is sadly not time travel. These files' timestamps probably got corrupted to a long ago, and Windows categorized them as from the future, because their modified dates are later than the current date. If you are wondering, these are files from a software called test disk, which is made for recovering files. This folder we are in is an output folder by PhotoRec, which comes bundled with test disk, and despite its name can recover more than photos.
Hard-coded connection.
Well, if it works, I guess it's okay. Maybe?
Well, now you know.
Is Google Gemini down?
Based on recent reports, Google Gemini may be experiencing 1924S4641641641.
Why does it generate numbers, and do they mean anything? If someone knows what's going on, I am very interested, so please comment down below.
The holy GPU.
Damn, that's crazy. Since it's a GPU, it probably costs more than my house, lol.
Default.
Bro's Going to Heaven Default Edition.
Gas-powered laptop.
I wonder how well this works. It's possible and probably works better this old Windows XP Dell laptop than a newer gaming one.
My phone got physically damaged.
Damaged, you say?
What even happened here? Did you leave it on a drill, and it flew into a brick wall?
My PC launched GTA 6.
I don't think so. I have so many questions. How old is this monitor? What is this? Also, why are these cables tangled so much? What even is this GPU? Like, what century is it from? And I don't think fans go on that way. This setup is probably like $300 in total, and the funny this is the keyboard and mouse is probably worth like $200. Safe to say it won't launch GTA 5 and maybe not even GTA 4. Anyway, next.
Surprise the wife had for me when I got home.
Surprise!
What did you do? Surely she must have had a reason to do it.
I think I accidentally wiped out an entire data center somewhere.
That's 5.9 for exabytes. Wait, did you remove half of the other guy's storage?
Okay. I think my hard drive is dying.
Let me use Google Translate on that for you. The important line here is 05, reallocated sectors count, 65,544, or as it shows on screen, note, 05, number of reallocated sectors, 65,544. When sectors start dying, the drive marks them as bad, moves the data elsewhere and replaces them with spare sectors, and that process is called reallocation. A few is okay on an old drive, but 65,544 is an absolute catastrophe. This could be from a few things: freezing, slow loading, clicking, corrupted files, Windows hanging, failed installs, random crashes, disappearing files, chkdsk constantly running. If this happens to you, 1. Back up everything immediately. 2. Stop writing new data. 3. Replace the drive ASAP.
What the hell is Meta doing?
Well, it's trying to assist, I guess.
Lobotomy.
Don't do it. Nah, that's evil, bro.
Oh, shite!
What happened here? Did a nuke come through here? Why?
My motherboard split in half.
Why would you do this? Motherboards don't split themselves.
GPU not working.
How do you even install it like that? Motherboards don't work like that and cases don't come with holes there.
Cable works just fine.
I have a cable like that. It's not as bad as that, but it's dying slowly.
Select the operating system you want to install.
Windows. You do realize you are the operating system.
How does my setup look?
Good actually, that looks cool. You should rotate the monitor so you can lean against the wall and that pillow while you use the PC. Also make sure the monitor isn't too heavy so you can move it off the bed every night to sleep. But it is a really cool setup.
McDonald's kiosk died.
Something interesting we can learn from this is McDonald's kiosks run on Dell computers with their own OS systems.
Why doesn't my GPU turn on?
How do you guys keep destroying motherboards?
Why? Why would anyone do this?
I don't know what's going on right now, but this looks wrong.
Interesting.
You do not have permission to shut down this computer.
Bro, what?
Nice wallpaper.
I don't think that's a. Never mind. They'll figure it out on their own.
I cooked.
Guys, why are your motherboards getting destroyed? Is the motherboard slayer going around killing these things?
Turned my CPU and RAM into a keychain.
That's cool, I guess.
I don't think there's any context needed.
Yellowknife is the capital, largest city. 55555.
Why does this keep happening?
The best knife I have.
Wait, is it orange over here because you actually used this for something?
Ah, yes.
Comping, short for accompanying or complementing, is a musical technique where 1098765432.
Why does this keep happening? Does it mean anything, and why?
Have you ever noticed your laptop getting heavier?
This file we are looking at is a virtual file Linux makes as a live representation of kernel memory, and because it reflects address-mapped kernel memory space, instead of actual disk usage it often appears massive. It is mostly used for kernel debugging, crash analysis, low-level diagnostics and forensic analysis. Do not open that file though because it contains a constantly updating representation of live kernel memory. What we are seeing here is totally normal.
What the hell?
Imagine, that means you have to watch 2 minutes and 42 seconds of unskippable ads lol ha ha ha.
What? No, I don't want to do that.
But that's a disk drive, not an application.
Disk D application not found.
I think my CPU is a little bit broken.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's fine lol. Yeah, no, that thing is unrecoverable.
What the hell?
Please insert a disk into USB drive D.
That makes no sense. That's the end of the video. I thought it would be cool to make a Reddit video, because I have been watching a few of them, so that's why I did it. Anyway, end of video. See you next time. Bye.